Hello and welcome to CSD Head-2-Head. Today's players are Drew Brees and Stafford. This video is our rest of season comparison heading into week 10 and beyond. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this all season long. Brees ranks as quarterback number 9 in standard scoring right now and Stafford as number 11. First, let's take a look at Drew Brees. From the Saints opportunity pool and market share, Brees gets 337 projected pass attempts with 236 completions going forward. Breaking down his field patterns, we see that his most targeted zone is the short right with 34% of all targets coming in that zone. His
danger zone
is the deep middle with 34.8 yards per completion. The blue text is the full target distribution from the start of the season, and we see that he favors the shortest passes to the sides, and if he's going deep, he stays away from the passes over the middle. Brees' touchdown average over the last 3 years is 2.21, and the probability in any given game of exactly 3 touchdowns is 19.7, which is crazy good. If you want touchdown probabilities done for a certain player, you can hit me up on Twitter at CSD Fantasy. Now let's look at Stafford, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. From the Lions opportunity pool and market share, Stafford gets 282 projected pass attempts with 163 completions going forward. Breaking down his field patterns, most of his target is going to the short right zone with 32%. His
danger
is
zone
the deep left with 27.3 yards per completion. Stafford targets the middle of the field much more frequently than Brees, while also having more clearly defined trend of throwing the ball to the right. Stafford has had a lower touchdown average over the last 3 years, but it's still at 16.3 points chance of scoring 3 touchdowns in every given game, which is really close to Brees' 19.7. His week 10 projection is 13 points with a 21% risk of not reaching the projection. Let's have a look at how they perform in different situations. Contrary to popular belief, Brees has been a great fantasy quarterback on the road this year, while Stafford performs better at home. Brees scores way more points when playing against teams from the AFC, while the complete opposite is true for Stafford, who prefers to play teams from the NFC. Both quarterbacks score more fantasy points when playing against teams with a winning record. The best play for each player: Brees, an away game versus a team from the AFC that has an above 500 record, and Stafford, a home game versus a team from the NFC that has an above 500 record. Looking at their points so far, Brees has been the better fantasy player, but it is extremely close. Going forward with the same pace and targeting trends, Brees is projected to outscore Stafford rest of the season with over 20 points. If we spread out their score projections over their upcoming games, Brees will average 18.5 points, while Stafford will average 15.1, so the one game difference is quite a lot. Comparing their one game ceiling, Stafford has been and will continue to be the player with the highest one game potential, while Brees has been the guy with the least likeliness of having a really terrible game. In conclusion, Brees is more likely to score multiple touchdowns. Brees has a larger projected workload going forward. Brees wins all but one of the comparison stats. This is one of the easiest picks of this year with Drew Brees. Thank you very much for watching CSD Head-to-Head. Hit that subscribe button for more weekly content. Leave a like, it really helps the channel a lot. And as always, the spreadsheets are dark and full of terror.